Hey everybody, and hello Ducks fans. It's been months since since I've done a TOTD video, thoughts of the day, you can call it news of the day, or what's on Moose Duck's mind. So, tomorrow is going to be, of course, the long-awaited and delayed free agent frenzy. Like many of you, I'm interested to see what's going to happen. I'm also interested to see what the Ducks will do, say, if Ryan Getzlaf decides to part ways from the flock, as in our Anaheim Ducks. Like most of you, say if he decides to do it, it would be strange, difficult, but a bit of understanding. It's part of the sport, part of the game, as well as part of the business in getting what needs to be done for the future of our team and also for the growth of the sport in Southern California. I know full well that the future is bright. The Ducks choosing to give qualifying offers to 5 out of the 6 young prospects or players under the age of 25 or 27, as many of you, including myself, have kept track of the ages of some of our young Ducks within the rank and file of our team. So it's going to be, well, I won't say it's going to be, but I won't be surprised if all 5 of them just have accepted the qualifying offer. They are part of the Ducks' future, and part of hopefully the rise and growth of the team once again after a rebuild and restoring process that is so dearly needed for our team. It's necessary, it's important. I'm not trying to, let's say, be like a homer or be so bombastic or something like that. It is what it is when you have a lot of these young Ducks within the rank and file. That's just a bus, by the way. It is important the Ducks do re-sign their RFAs. It's in their MO. It's part of their MO. Restricted free agents and UFAs, the Ducks have always re-signed their players that they have drafted or signed as free agents if we're out of college or you name it. It's important they do that. It wouldn't surprise me if they basically don't even make a trade, but then again, who else? Who else knows what's going to happen tomorrow? I think what it all comes down to is being optimistic and being realistic as well. They go hand in hand, and for me and all Ducks fans in Orange County, California, and around the world, from the US, Canada, Finland, Sweden, we have to be like that. We have to, excuse me, that's a big tree. We have to hope for the best and also support the players that are developing within the system of Ducks hockey, especially in the farm system. You can tell that there's a lot of potential in this team. The influx of youth, along with the draft class of 2021, it speaks volume. It speaks into what this team can do in the long term, within 2 to 3 years. I can tell you that, say if the Ducks do stay the course with their plan in the development within of their strategy, which has been their MO, as I've always said, on the Ducks message board and here on YouTube, we could see a team that could, once again, be a mix of youth and experience, ready to do some damage. It has happened before, 2003, 2007, and it can happen again. The importance is to have patience, and when you have patience, it can be rewarding. I know that this team can test our patience. Hey, all sports teams and sports can test the patience. It's a way of life. It's human nature. What can I tell you is this, is that whatever happens, say, come free agent frenzy, the delayed version, whatever choice that Getzlaf makes, and having known the decision the Ducks will make in giving those qualifying offers to those 5 young players who will contribute to the Ducks cause, we must support those movements. We must understand and give them our full support. Yes, it will be difficult. It will be tough, but it has happened before. Many times, some of the previous Ducks players and former players who have suited up for and wore the Mighty Ducks logo and Ducks D with honor and pride, we accepted them leaving via trade or signing elsewhere. But keep in mind, team always comes first. Whether it be on the forwards or the defensemen or goaltending, players come, players go. And it's a fact. It's not just on our Ducks team, on our Anaheim Ducks. It's everywhere, from the Halifax Mooseheads, LA Clippers, Orlando Magic, Denver Broncos, Anaheim Angels, you name it. It all comes down to understanding what the transitions and the path will be shaped come free agent frenzy. I expect Ducks to have at least all 5 of their RFAs to be signed, whether it be on that day or not. There's all the lawnmowers going. You guys want to know? Just a guy doing his lawnmower. Didn't want to say anything with that lawnmower going on, so I have a feeling, and I know in my heart, our team will come out just fine. It all has to be coming down to what Stubborn Bomb is going to do. If he decides to just stand pat and sign depth players, which he obviously does for the past few years, or with the consistent pressure that he probably will feel from his assistant Ducks GMs, and I think he will make some moves, but who knows? Who knows? What's going to come down to is what those changes will be. From Brian Getzlaf to what our Ducks would do tomorrow. is going to be the key. See if Getzlaf does decide to part ways with our ducks. I know some of you will be saddened, upset. Many of you I see on Twitter, Facebook, and elsewhere who no longer follow the team. I mean, hey, that's to each your own. That's your choice. But for all Ducks fans, including myself, Zach Gray, and others, team comes first. So, if Getzlaf decides to leave, I hope and I suspect there will be a succession plan come September or October. It could give the Ducks time to name a successor if the possibility of Getzlaf leaving to either sign with a contender to play and win another Stanley Cup or go elsewhere is in his plans. As of right now, he's probably thinking about what to do next, talking to his family, talking to his parents, his brother, his wife, friends and family, everyone he knows. He does have that itch to win another Stanley Cup. I can't blame him. I can't blame him for doing what he needs to do. He earns that right. He proves himself to earn that right. He's contributed so much to our Ducks, from the positives and the negatives. I mean, I'm sure if he decides to leave, all of us won't well, not all of us, but some of us will not miss his lazy drop passes. Okay? Oh, those drive me up the wall. And I know from the moans and the groans on one of my trips to see the Ducks, it had many of us, or many of you guys, a little annoyed, especially on the Ducks message board. So we have a lot of things to look at. Whether Getzlaf leaves or stays with the Ducks, to the 5 young Ducks RFAs going to accept the qualifying offers. As I said before, this team needs real reform. And if it has to come down to the roster and the players they have to let go and sign and give qualifying offers, it's part of the process. Like many of you, I hope for the best come tomorrow. And as much as I'm used to seeing Getzlaf in the Ducks D, as much as many of you are debating whether or not if he stays or goes, we should keep this in mind. He earned the right to choose where he wants to go. You know, 16 seasons, 16 years with our Ducks have been truly one of the best, and at times disappointing, but what it all comes down to is his decision and his choice. If he decides to stay with the Ducks, all power to him. He has family there. His wife is a local Southern California gal. He's got 3 kids, born and raised there. It's a great place there. Except it's expensive, so. I mean, who wouldn't want to leave? I mean, not who wouldn't want to leave, who would want to leave a beautiful place, But if he decides to leave, to win another Stanley Cup, as I said before, all power to him. It's important that he does what he does for himself. When whether or not, if he remains a Duck or go elsewhere, he has already left his mark. He contributed in winning the Stanley Cup. He was able to win 2 Olympic medals, get a hat trick. The question that all of us will have is what our Ducks will look like, what the roster will shape. I know youth is going to be the key. So we're going to have to wait and see. And we're going to have to look at the positives and the negatives. So, what more can I say? But we gotta hope for the best. We gotta look at supporting the next generation of Ducks. Guys like Comtois, Lundstrom, Steele, Jones, you name it. So, we won't know until tomorrow, on Wednesday, on July 28th, 2021. Till then, hope you guys see you soon.